The number of products being made determines the scale of production and the method of production. Methods include one-off production, batch production, mass production, and continuous production. When determining the method of manufacture, critical dimensions and tolerances need to be taken into account, as well as the degree of accuracy that's required for the product to function. One-off production involves making a single individually designed product one item at a time, such as a designer's suit, a wedding cake, or a custom-made engagement ring. Each item is different and meets the customer's exact requirements. This method is very labour-intensive. It takes a lot of time to make each product, and the workforce needs to be highly skilled. The product will be made from high-quality materials by a highly skilled craftsman and designed to the specifications of the customer. It's an expensive method of production.
In batch production, a certain number of identical products are all made at the same time. The specific quantity is the batch, and the batch can be repeated as many times as necessary. There is likely to be less detail in the design to make it easier to make identical products, and cheaper materials may be used. The machinery and workforce used need to be flexible so that they can quickly adapt to making a batch of different product. For example, making sofas, then changing to make armchairs. Manufacturing aids, for example jigs and formers, are commonly used so that each part can be repeated easily. The time between batches when the machinery and tools may have to be set up differently or changed is known as downtime. This wastes money as nothing is being made. What if a manufacturer needs to make lots of the same product at the same time? A lot of people want the same thing, such as newspapers or cars. Making thousands of identical products requires mass production. A production line is used so that a large number of goods can be produced and organized in an efficient manner. There are different stages of manufacture which are broken down into simple, repetitive tasks. The tasks don't require a great deal of skill as there is more reliance on machinery, with the workers specializing in a small range of tools. CAD/CAM and expensive specialized equipment are often used to reduce the skill level needed by the staff. The design of the product is likely to be basic and made from cheap materials, with CAM machines used to speed up the manufacturing process. The product may also need some assembly by the customer at home using basic tools, for example, flat-pack furniture.
Continuous production, running non-stop, involves high setup costs, but the manufacturer benefits from the economies of scale due to the enormous volumes produced. The equipment is designed to make large amounts of one thing, for example crisps, tin foil or sausages, making it very efficient and a low cost per item. Very few workers are needed due to the large amount of automation.
Just in time doesn't only describe the way you do your homework, it also describes an efficient method of production that needs good planning. A JIT, or just-in-time system, means the manufacturer gets the materials and components delivered as they need them and uses them all as soon as they're delivered. This method saves space for storing materials, and this means that less money is tied up in materials that aren't being used. Also, unsold finished products aren't left in the work area. But this method relies on the materials and components being delivered on time and being fault-free, otherwise the manufacturer will lose money. An example of this is making a car, with each part of the product planned to arrive at the production line just in time to assemble the final car, so the silver exterior and the black trimmed interior arrive at the same time.